I was kind of warned and advised and cajoled not to be here today, but I'm here. I want to mention two names to you, three names, but two names in particular. I want to mention Aidan Moffat, aged 42, and Michael Snee, aged 58, murdered by Yusuf Palani, originally from Iraq. Not just murdered, they had their heads chopped off, and a third man had a knife stuck in his eye. And these people down here who demand for all these migrants to come into this country then held a vigil for those two gay men being killed by a man originally from Iraq. Now, some of you know my story already. I'll try and keep it as brief as possible. I'm a bit nervous. Born to an unmarried mother, put into a mother and baby home, put into a second one because my mother had another baby, second mother and baby home where I was sexually abused, put in from that mother and baby home into an industrial school. Then my mother managed to get me back out, grew up dirt poor in Ballymun, so poor I had to run home during lunch hour with the milk and the sandwich we got from the school to give to my mother because my father drank every single last bit of money he had. When he'd come home from work, after drinking his paycheck, I'd crawl under the bed to get whatever loose change I could from his pockets so that my mother would have some money to feed us. That's my white privilege for you. Grew up then in Coolock, where I had a trainee priest try to rape me. Yeah, nothing against the Catholic Church, that's that individual, that's him personally. He's a priest, a traveller, and I'm going to tell you his name, Dennis Ward. He's the ordained priest by one of the rogue bishops up in Belfast, and he practices mass up in Belcamp in Coolock. Never been prosecuted. Went to the Gardaí 30 years later, went to, what's the name of the place, to Tusla. Never been prosecuted, never been investigated. So, he will get judged. So I just want to say, that's my background. I was married to a Cork woman, we got divorced. I'm now married to an immigrant, a man from Bolivia. So when the media start telling us that we're anti-LGBT, we're not. We're not. When they tell us we're racist, half of us are married to immigrants. They tell us that we're fascists. They tell us that we're Nazis. Well, let me tell you, Mussolini was a capitalist and Hitler was a socialist. They don't even know what they're calling us. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Good man.